it's Chloe and we're back with another video. You guys, Ready to Love is back and I'm already going to give y'all a warning. Your girl's about to mess up some names. Okay, I took the notes, I wrote the names down, but I feel like I could have spelled them wrong, going to pronounce them wrong. It just is what it is. No offense to nobody out there. Y'all know I will butcher a name, but eventually I will get it right. So I don't need y'all in the comments, Chloe, the name is this, Chloe, the name is this, because I know y'all not gonna let me live it down, okay? But I will say this, the cast overall, I mean, they're okay. They're not really giving me what I think I need to get, but I feel like the season is gonna give me what I think I need to get, okay? So before we get into this review, I need you guys to do me a favor. If this is your first time here, sit back, relax, watch the video on through, and if you like what you see and you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If y'all one of my lovely members or subscribers, hey y'all, how y'all doing? Y'all, let's just do it, okay? So, Ready to Love Season 8, Episode 1, we are in Dallas, baby, and I heard that Dallas does it bigger. I'm waiting. So we start to get the people coming in the house. We get Chris, okay? Chris says he's a ball of emotions, okay? He's all over the place sometimes. He could be happy, sad, whatever. And you just got to deal with whatever mood he gives you when he gives it to you, because he's going to give it to you straight, no chaser, okay? He's Nigerian, and whoever he ends up with is going to have to embrace his culture, which I feel is only right, okay? And Jessica showed up, and she sees Chris, and she's like, oh, he's kind of cute or whatever. So far, she's feeling good about this whole process. I just need to know what the weather is like, because the men were giving me like, I'm hot. Not y'all, I'm hot right now, so I know for a fact they were hot out there, okay? Phil sees Jessica. When Philip comes, he sees Jessica, and he's like, oh, this whole game is looking good. And I was like, oh yeah, here old man. Oh yeah, here older man. Philip, you one of them guys that be out there, you know, paying for the feet pictures? Let me know. I can send you a few. I promise. I won't tell nobody, okay? But anyway, Aries has 2 sons, and she said that her sons has given up on her finding love. And I'm like, not your sons all in your love life, okay, girl? How much information is you sharing with the little boys over there, okay? They don't need to be all up in your business trying to find you a man and you find them a stepdaddy. Like, what's happening over there? But anyway, I just feel bad because the struggle is real. I mean, the struggle has to be real if the kids know that is real, okay? Tequila. Now, y'all, I thought that girl's name was Tequila. And I was like, okay, not Tequila, but it's Tequila, okay? She said that men don't like nice women. So she's going to give them a little bit of drama. And they're going to like it here. She's going to be a problem. And now that I think about it, I know why she hit it off with Habibi. Because obviously, it's giving toxic. It's giving toxic. So I'm expecting, if she doesn't go home sooner or later, for her to be, you know, a little bit of drama. Because the girls look like they're giving us drama this season. Trust me. I see it, okay? Not Philip out here getting catfish because a girl wouldn't send him whole body pics. She was just taking pictures from the neck up. Girl, boy, that's called body fishing. Y'all know how they be body fishing, hat fishing. Y'all know when the people wear the hats and they look cute with the hats on, but then they take them off and it's a whole different person. Hat fishing, body fishing, all that, okay? We meet Habibi. He's a saxophone player, and he says that Sierra stood out to him. Now, y'all, Sierra looked like Ida. Not exactly like Ida, but she looked like she could be a version of Ida if you squint your eyes. I mean, I don't know if y'all see it, but I see it. And this kind of makes me feel like a lot of the people in this cast look like other cast members from other casts, but not exactly. Like they have features or they favor other cast members. It's a strange looking cast because I feel like I've seen them all somewhere, somehow before. If that makes sense, I hope that made sense, okay? So then we have Leanne and Herbert who are talking, and she's like, what's your birthday so I can figure out your sign? I said, oh Lord, not one of them people. Not one of them people, but she's one of them people, okay? He's a Libra and she's a Gemini. He was like, oh. He said, I hope she's not crazy like most Geminis. And I said, them Geminis got two-faced for real, okay? My daughter won. I know a Gemini when I see a Gemini. And the thing about Leanne is that Leanne has like all these questions and she's ready to like throw them at you like interrogation almost, okay? She's like, why you single? Have you ever been married? It's like she had them written down in her notebook, and she just wanted to get these questions out so she could kind of weed out the ones she don't want to deal with just based on their signs alone. She really wasn't building connections with these men. She was literally just running them down the basic common questions. And I really don't like when people leave with what's your sign, because just because I'm a Virgo don't mean that we're not compatible. You get what I'm saying? So then we meet Marvin. Marvin said he presents conservative, but he's not conservative because he's an erotic author and a dominant in a bedroom. And I said, intriguing. I like a good old erotic book, okay? I don't know about dominatrix and all that good stuff, but I'm intrigued. Tell me more, okay? He said that when he's in a relationship, he turned his apartment into a dungeon. I said, not the real life sex dungeon. Whew. Why though? It gives me like your only main focus in relationships is sex, which could be why you're on this show. Just my opinion, okay? Unique was like, you a what? Oh, well, that's interesting. She said she's intrigued. I said, me too, girl. Tell us more. All the singles finally get in there, y'all. And I know y'all probably don't remember who half these people is. Because I don't either. So we in this together. And no, I'm not about to go find the pictures of these people. I'm not. I promise I'm not, okay? But anyway, Tommy comes into the building. I said, oh, look at Tommy. I wish he would have kept the red on, because I like the red that he had on in the very, very beginning. But he's out there. He's telling them, like, he heard they do a big in Texas, okay? And he wants them to find love, okay? So that means don't open your wallet and don't open your legs. And I was like, well, we know that the men definitely don't be opening up their wallets, okay? We know that for sure. Because we've been getting a whole bunch of, you know, fakers and scammers and liars over here on the men's side in the Ready to Love history. I'm just saying. And we do know that the legs be opening. They won't admit it, though. They're 9 men, 9 women. Tommy lets them know, mix and mingle, because 2 of y'all's going home today. 1 man, 1 woman. So everybody's like, oh my God, seriously? Y'all watch Ready to Love. We done had 7 prior seasons and a resort season. Y'all know somebody's going home on the first night. Cut it out. Let's not do this today, okay? So then Janelle was like, I'm presently surprised by the group of men here. I said, really? That's nice. She wanted children, but she wants to adopt because she's adopted. And I was like, that's really nice. And she wants to be a boy mom. And I'm like, oh, that's cute, because y'all know I'm about to be a boy mom. So I'm like, ooh, I don't even know what that's like, okay? Because I've been a girl mom for 11 years. So I'm about to enter a whole new chapter of motherhood, okay? So I'm excited about that. Enough about me. Back to the Ready to Love people. We found out that Red has 2 kids, okay? And he says that everybody is all over Janelle. And everybody wants a chance to talk to Janelle. And in the process, Brandon comes and cut in, okay? So we find out that Brandon has 4 kids. 4 kids. But he has 4 kids by the same woman who he married twice. Twice. So they was married. Then they got divorced, they remarried, stayed together for 3 more years, and then got divorced again. One thing I will say that at least it sounds like he was committed, okay? It does give, I can commit. I am willing to make a relationship work to the extent that I need to make it work okay? I'll give him that. I will definitely give him that. But I would be lying if I would say that it wasn't necessarily a red flag, because I feel like if she ever, because he already went back again and they remarried, that means that the door is possibly always open, because they have 4 kids together. So at any given moment, he could want to try to make this work again. You know what I mean? And I don't know how I would feel about I don't know how I would feel about my husband or future husband having an ex-wife, okay? But I do like the fact that he does say that if the right woman comes into his life, that he's willing to remarry. I told you, he gives me, I can't commit. I'm willing to settle down and do what's right. So then we get Habibi, y'all, and I think that I don't think that's his real name. It's giving fake, it's giving fraud, it's giving, I don't know what it is about him, but I'm not liking it, okay? And the fact that he don't know the difference between cheese and pineapples really threw me for a loop, because, sir, what? Anyways, Jessica said that he's not really a red flag. He's wearing the red flag. He is the red flag. And I said, I know, girl. I'm glad you see it because I definitely see it, Jessica, okay? He says that he's not really from Dubai, but he lived in Dubai for a couple of years. And he not only wears the culture because he wears the headpiece or whatnot, but he also wears it in his heart. And I feel like the part of the headpiece is a part of the F-boy attire. Okay, it's like, this is how I get him in, you know. It's giving that, okay. Now I could be wrong, but something about Habibi is telling me and he's here for a good time, not a long time. You know what I mean? Kira had to answer her own questions because while she's talking to Habibi, he's not caring nothing about her because it's giving self-centered and the girl's gotta flock to me, okay? So she's like, yeah, I'm a dancer. And he was like, a stripper? Oh, now you alert. No, she wasn't no damn stripper. She's a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader dancer. Okay, that's the one who had them boots on. Everybody was like, why she got them boots on? It's a Texas thing, I guess. I mean, I don't know if I would be the one to be out there in the white boots and whatnot, but it's a Texas thing, I guess. Nobody else seemed to be bothered by it, and the men seem to love it, okay? So, I mean, I guess it's giving what it's supposed to give down there in Texas. So then y'all, Philip and Tequila are talking right now. Here's the catch, okay? They was talking about like what they like to know about a person in a relationship, and Phil was like, I want to know how a person heals, you know, like, are you more spiritual or religious? And she was like, I'm a Christian. And I was like, okay, so religious, right, good, okay. She asked him like, so do you believe in sex before marriage, basically? And he's like, yeah, I believe in sex before lunch, dinner, sex before church, sex before work, sex after work, before dinner, all that good stuff. I believe in sex, okay. And so then she was like, so where's the wildest place you ever had sex? And he's like, in a parking garage. And she was like, oh, wow. No, I don't want to have sex in a parking garage. I'm like, girl, why did you ask these questions if you don't want the answers? So then she was like, you ever had a threesome? I said, girl, now you're pushing it, okay? And he was like, no, I never had a threesome, but but it's basically between which one your partner, you know, into or comfortable with. So then he was like, so you ever been to like, you know, a club, like the sex club? And she was like, I ain't never been to no sex club. No, I'm like, girl, if you're not ready for the conversation of sex, don't be bringing up the conversation of sex. Because one thing about a man, baby, he's going to give you the answers you're looking for. And if you're not into the things, why are you even asking these questions? So then Quentin and Lee seem to have a lot in common. They're both athletic. They both work out. They both play sports, you know. And, you know, she said that she was in a 7-year relationship and one of her exes cheated on her. So, therefore, she's on Ready to Love, okay? I'm coming to find out that her mother and father, I'm assuming, been married for 39 years, but her mom was married at 15. And so she never wanted to get married young. And I would assume that if you saw a happy, successful, happy marriage for 39 years, that even when your mother married young, why don't you want to be married young? It's just a question that I have, okay? He says that his parents were married for 49 years and his grandparents been married for 70 years. I was like, wow. That's a lot of love floating around. So that means that they've seen the ups and downs of marriages, and I'm glad that they both want to be married. Now, Quentin said that it's hard for him to be in relationships because he want to get married. Okay, he get in these relationships and he's like, I move fast. I want to marry you. He got a tattoo on his finger. For him and his ex-girlfriend. Sir, get it removed. Get it removed, sir. Get it removed. But the good thing about him is that he wants to be married and he's not playing games with it and he's willing to commit. So I'm here for that. I'm here for all of that. But one thing about the people who move too fast, it never lasts because you don't really get to know who a person is. And I feel like if he does the same thing on this show, he's going to fall in love, move too fast, try to get married, and they're going to be broken up in another year or so. So, slow down, take your time, and really get to know these women. But I like Quentin. He's kind of one of my favorites. I'm not going to lie. Muir? Is that Muir? I think that's his name, okay? So, Muir looks like, I don't know who he looks like, but he looks like somebody that's bothering me. If y'all could put if y'all could put y'all finger on who Muir looks like, if that's that man's name, I'm sorry, sir, if that's your, I'm sorry, sir, if I messed up your name, because it feels like I am, okay? Tell me, y'all, if y'all could think about it, let me know who he looked like. But anyway, he lets us know that he lost his dad. In the way that he talks about it, you can tell that it really still affects him because homeboy was about to cry in the confessional, okay? So Leanne comes around and they're trying to have a conversation and he's telling her like he lost his father and she's just like, oh, okay. Yeah, I still got both of my parents. Yeah, but I did lose my dogs. Like, just very cold, no affection, no feeling. I mean, if anyone tells you that they lost their father or their mother or their parents, there has to be some part of sympathy in you that comes out at that moment, okay? But like I told y'all, Leanne's that type of person that she's not really trying to get to know these men. She's literally asking her lineup of questions so she could weed out who she wants to invest in and who she doesn't, not realizing that you can't play the game of ready to love like that, because there are people out there really getting deep and opening up. And that was your perfect time to really get to know who Muir was and really get to see his soft side and his soft and vulnerable side. But you shut him down, and that's a lot of reason why a lot of men don't like to be vulnerable sometimes. But hey, who am I? And I'm assuming that Muir felt the same way, because he also was like, nah, she's not the one for me. And he moved on, as he should. So Janelle and Herbert are on the side talking, y'all. And I think that's a couple. Now, y'all know every first review, I'll be like, oh, that's a couple. And then, bam, it'd be a whole bunch of drama surrounding them, okay? But I do feel like Leanne and Herbert could be a couple. They were sitting out there. They both want kids. They was vibing. It seemed so cute, innocent, holding hands. Like, it was it was a vibe. And you know what I thought about when I saw them too? It reminded me of Joy and Clifton, even though I don't see it for Joy no more like that, okay? Or Clifton for that matter. But it reminded me of how they connected, and it just seems so natural. That's what they're giving me. So then Tommy comes out because it's time for him to make his rounds to find out who the men not feeling. Now, y'all, I'm not going through all these people because I don't even remember who all these people was. But we do know that the men were not feeling Leanne and Tequila, okay? So, of course, they are down in the bottom. And so when Tommy calls them to the front, Tequila was like, I feel blindsided. But it's just something about Tequila that kind of throws me off, and I'm not sure what it is. But let me tell you something. It may be the toxic trait that you have harboring over you that the men could kind of see through. It may be that. Maybe that, okay? But they ultimately sent Leanne home. And I knew that was coming because she was cold, she was standoffish, and she was basically going through a checklist of things for the ask the men. It wasn't really building a connection, getting to know anyone. Like, she was just straightforward with it, and she had to go. I'm not mad at that. She definitely has to go, okay? So then everybody goes back because Tommy's like, okay, y'all go back, finish mixing and mingling. We gonna come back, and one of the men gonna have to go home, of course, right? So Habibi, is he asking people would they cheat on their dudes or somebody else with him for him? Like, sir, send him home. Send him home. He's already annoying me. I don't know if it's because I grew out of my toxic ways and I grew out of my F-boy, phase a while ago before when I got married. I was toxic when I got married, trust me, okay? But maybe I grew out of it and it's just annoying. Like, I can't understand why anyone will fall for him. It's giving annoying. And the fact that Tequila is over there falling for this, talking about something, yeah, I would cheat on somebody with you. I ride out with you, girl. That's why the girls be riding and dying. Because it's girls like you who don't mind giving them in a little bit of drama. Yeah, it's giving toxic. They might as well go ahead and try to make this thing work. But something's telling me that Habibi might be going home. And I feel like he should. I feel like his time should be up. But anyway, Lee is blown away by the fact that Brandon got 4 kids and an ex-wife. She was like, I kind of commend him for like working it out, but something's not right there. And I'm like, exactly. It's the fact that he can always go back and they can get married for a 3rd time because he's connected to this woman, not by 1 ties, 2 ties, 3 ties, 4 ties. And I know that they tried to work it out and they know for a fact that it won't work. But the first time y'all got a divorce, I'm sure y'all figured for a fact it wouldn't work. And then the second time y'all got back, and then when y'all got back together, y'all thought it would work, and then it didn't work. So like, I don't feel like the chapter's completely closed, especially 6 months after. Because how long were you divorced before y'all got back together? That's the question. That's the question. Because if it was a year, 2 years, 3 years, a couple of months, 6 months not long enough time to actually be done, because we realize that you can't be done, that you haven't been done before. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Now, y'all, something about Red. Red's the light-skinned one. Something about Red kind of turns me off. I don't know if I'm picking up what he's putting down. I don't know what it is about his aura. Something about the way he looks. Something about the way he talks. Something about him I'm not feeling. And I don't know what it is yet. But when it comes up, remember I said it. So then, of course, Tommy comes and he talks to them and he's trying to figure out who the women not feeling. And we get down to Brandon and Habibi. The women don't like Brandon for obvious reasons, you know, the ex-wife, okay? And they also not really feeling Habibi, even though Tequila said that she's gonna fight for her man, she's gonna fight for that one. Girl, let him go. That's why you won't end up on Ready to Love Again. Let him go, okay? And then Janelle was like, it's giving entertainer. It's giving I'm going to do what I need to do, say what I need to say. And I'm not into that no more. And I said, I know that's right, girl. She grew up like me. Because at one point, I guess we all could say we was kind of into it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay, but not no more. We grown now. We moving on. We not riding and dying. Nobody's doing that, okay? But y'all, that was Ready to Love. The first episode of season 8, Dallas. It is what it is. The first episode is always a lot going on, okay? It's a lot going on. So I hope y'all follow these pieces and pieces and pieces and pieces of what's happening, okay? And then hope as the season go on, we'll really dig into it. And as it starts to, you know, dwindle down a little bit, we'll be more laser focused and tuned in, okay? But with all that being said, I really hope you guys enjoy this review. Do not forget to like the video, like the video, like the video, like the video. Drop some yellow hearts. Let me know you stop by if you have nothing that you want to comment. But if you want to comment, feel free to comment, okay? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Press the subscribe button so that you will be here to join me next week for another Ready to Love review and catch up on all the updates and all the online drama that will start unfolding as it happens. I'll be the one to bring it right to you, okay? So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment down below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.